Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Colleen Tarot. I am your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on May 31st or June 1st already, 2026. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless, but this is an intentional reading for this week. So I'm going to keep that in mind. But anyway, tarot is timeless. When the message hits, it hits, if it ever hits, okay? Anyways, if you like my videos, I post every day here, and if you like Aquarius only videos, I post that over on my other channel, Aquarius by Aquarius. Anyways, we got some highlights through astrology, and then we got these tarot cards and oracle cards that are also giving their own message. This week from June 1st to the 7th, you might have some sort of blessing in disguise, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you with something that you're working on. It's going to help you with your purpose, whatever. It's going to help you. So we're going to see what wants to come out. I'm going to do like an overall, like a little overall reading, and then I'll go through day by day. All right. And I want to see, there's only a couple of days this week, even though this reading is from June 1st to June 7th, like the 2nd and 3rd of June are when a lot of like the biggest highlights, okay? And if you want to go check out where I get my information from, it's Tanya Gabrielle. She's on YouTube, and you can watch the whole video. I'm just giving like my own version of the highlights of her highlights, and so there's a lot of stuff that seems to be more activated like on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. So when we do that, I'm going to let you know. When I do the day by day, I will emphasize these 2 days more to see really what if the energy and the tarot match with it, okay? Because usually it does. So there might be something you got to be honest with yourself, and it's a number 5 associated with that, and number 5 is really about challenge and change, okay? So this week you might be thinking about a challenging topic and what needs to change with that. And then make a decision. Literally it was in the reverse, so there you go. So this is probably a very critical thinking week for you when it comes to something important or doing something important. I also feel like don't forget to take a break, because it does say accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. And this is the whole thing. Sometimes when you want to follow your own joy, you got to break out of your safety net. But see, the safety net is called a safety net for a reason. This is like when you know a job and you want to go to a new job, but you know that job, even though you know you don't like it, it ain't good for you, or you don't make enough. You see what I mean? That job is a safety net. Usually in the long run, when situations like that play out, a tower will happen. So this is very good time to have that personal talk with yourself. What's really important. And take control of your thoughts. And there's this meditation. I mean, I literally just said that. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Literally, that's what I said. Change is coming, and this blessing in disguise card came out for the second time. If you read tarot, you know that it's rare that the same card will come out after you've put it back in the deck, like right again, and you know that it's important if it does. So that's significant. That this is a blessing in disguise, and we're doing the intention for this week. So there could be something that happens that you do not expect at all, or you could be surprising somebody yourself. Okay. All right, I'm going to close out. No, I'm going to do this now, because when I do the weekly readings, I always forget to close out after the day by day. So let me do all these oracles. Overall messages for this week for Aquarius, June 1st through the 7th. Platypus, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Okay. Alrighty then. See, I think this was the reason I used this deck, because this deck, it just gets real. It just gets real. All right. So I want you to highlight on your calendar or whatever, Tuesday and Wednesday, or the 2nd and the 3rd, because the 2nd is June 2nd is a universal date of 18. She also does numerology, which I like because numerology is absolutely important. I also like Carmen Aligns with the Stars for numerology. I think she's also really good. But this is astrology and numerology, and then I like that, and then I blend that with my tarot, and I try to just, give the most information that I can. But it's like the 2nd is a universal date of 18, and it's about, time to heal or relax, because maybe you've been doing too much. Either way, it's still a form of healing. And it's a good time to meditate, really, because, come to conclusions. So, or sit with yourself on whatever you might be needing to tell yourself, right? This important, honest truth. So there, Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a lot to support that. If you are really trying to figure something out, which way to go or whatever, because you're going to come to conclusions. And then on Wednesday, you're going to feel like you have more patience to persevere, all right? But also, there is something else going on that day. Mercury is also square Neptune, and that's where it's a good day to get in touch with your psychic side. You want to play with your cards, like if you're learning, that's a good day. It's a good day to get in touch with your intuition, and the Neptune stuff is that dreamy, that intuition, but in a negative form. It could be like heavy negative thoughts, so don't go there. But for overall, Wednesday's pretty good because the Sun sextile Saturn, so that's going to help you to be more patient and to push through anything that you've been working on. So it's really, overall, it's a good week when it comes to astrology. Just got to watch that dreaminess when Mercury squares Neptune. Yeah, okay. You might be asking yourself what I hear confined. Okay, I heard the word confined. You might be asking yourself what's keeping you confined, held back. You might be holding your tongue. All right. You might be knowing what's good for yourself. This is what I'm getting off this card. You might be knowing what is good for you and ignoring it. Okay. But now I can't answer why you're ignoring it, because there's a lot of you out there. This is like you might be ignoring something that like, nobody needs to feel like that. So this is what you have to let go of, and whatever that is, it's like if you've been putting that task off, go on ahead, and you might feel more energy to do so, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday, because it's karmic. See, and right below it is Aries, Leo, Sag in the reverse. It's my karmic card, okay? It's not always, but with these other cards, the Seven of Swords and the Devil right next to it, it's definitely karmic. And that's exactly what I see going on here. You're making, in your emotions, you might not be voicing it, but this week you are making a very important decision about your life. Okay? And it's something where you're going to have to be honest with yourself. So if the cards are saying, okay, be honest with yourself, then were you making excuses for it? Were you hoping it would get better or change? Because it's saying really surrender. Seven of Wands reverse. Tell me about that King of Cups in the upright. Yeah, this is like just go on ahead, and surrender, and just, this is like surrendering and doing what you know that you need to do at this time, okay? It doesn't got to be like all that in a bag of chips. Like, it don't got to be earth-shattering. Like, you don't have to go, you know what I mean? It could be something, it's this week. It's a weekly reading. So I don't know what you think is like, I got to change this, I don't know where things are going. But there's a lot of there's a lot of energy toward that, changing something this week, making the decision to do it. It's not an easy decision because, I don't know, it's like something's got a hold of you, because I think I'm hearing Vanilla Ice. Something got a hold of me tightly. Is that Vanilla Ice? I don't know. Grab a hold of me tightly. I don't know. Maybe somebody's into those kinks or something. I don't know. But look, there's a tower. Like I said, when somebody stays in that energy too much, maybe someone's got thinking of you too, like that. But anyway, when the heart and mind don't align, we get a tower. And so whatever if you feel you have been putting off something you need to do, strongly supported Tuesday and Wednesday or this week to do it. And if not, it's okay. The universe has your back and will send a tower, because you're not aligned with something here. Something in your life isn't helping you, doing you more harm than good. Tell you about judgment in the reverse. So it's got to make that decision. Especially if you're making a decision with or about a fire sign, or someone who's been really confining, or a situation that's been confining. Because again, I'm drawn to the tunnel, like you're limited. Thank you, Spirit. You are limited by something right now, this week. Okay, it can be something small. You got to do this. You got to go fix something, right? And you need a tool, or you're going to go do something in the yard. You need a tool. But the tool you need, sorry for the loud car. I'm close to the street where my room is, but I have a great big window. Anyway, you have a tool you need. It's in the shed, but it's all the way in the shed. And then you got to move like 5 things to get to it. See, that can be something in your way. Or you want to do something, you can't find something. You're like, where did I put it? I knew I had it somewhere. But it can be something spiritual, where you cut a whole person out of your life. You got to be honest with you. It's about you, not me. I guess it's about me too. I already know what I got to be honest about, but it's a long story. But what do you got to be honest about? Because you're going to be supported with this, and it's going to have, it's not the easiest decision, but it's not the hardest decision either. You have a lot of support to do it this week. The Lovers in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's really looking like you need to make a decision about either some, I don't know, fire sign, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio again, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. You're going to have to make a decision about literally one of those people, or involving one, or you have that in your chart. Or you're going to have to make a decision about what the hell needs to leave your life or get out your way. Now I'm here ludicrous. So, it might be something needs to get out of your way, but whatever it is, something's in your way, something's confining, and you need to move it. It's a blockage, because it's a Seven of Swords kind of blockage. So the Seven of Swords is like, it could be a blockage you don't even know. Like, it exists because, like I said, it don't seem that bad, but it is holding you up. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. It is holding you up, yeah. But as soon as you release it, as soon as you release, remove, or whatever that person, place, or thing is that's in your way, blockage removed. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Yeah. But it looks like a person. All right. It can even be like you deal with somebody every week, and they're like, hey, I got a good one. Spirit's telling me about when somebody wants to, get a ride off you. Take me here, take me there, and then they never want to help you out with gas, especially now with gas prices. And it's like, no. And then it's like a tower for this person. You're like, what? You're like, no. It's as simple as that. It's like somebody who takes advantage and, they get it, they get it all, but what do you get? And it's something like that. It's that kind of energy, like the succubus energy. You're not going to entertain it, or you're just not going to entertain whatever that is. But now this blessing, interesting enough, it's coming toward the end of the reading. So I don't know if this blessing is coming toward the end of the week or not. So let me pause this. We're going to go do the day by day real quick. All right. So let's see what wants to come out for Monday. I want to start with this one. Somebody made a comment they like the deck The Office. Thank you. I never saw that show. I don't watch TV. I might want to check it out now just to see the characters and how I can relate to maybe future reads. Anyway, Monday. It's a good day to get out the house and pamper yourself, baby. Okay, we got the Empress, so treat yourself. Basically, Monday's a good day to treat yourself. Anything, doesn't matter. Whatever is a treat to you. You might be buying yourself, a latte, or you might be getting a whole massage, but whatever. It's like, it's saying basically get out. Four of Wands reverse would be like, leave the house or the job, okay, wherever you spend a lot of your time. And then the Hermit reverse, get out. All right, get out. So there's something about Monday. Make it about you. All right, I like that. Make it about you. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Tuesday, Aquarius. Tuesday, Aquarius. What's going on Tuesday? Queen of Cups. Okay. That Queen of Cups is that Pisces energy, which that Pisces energy is showing up the next day, but it's already starting to show up on Tuesday. I want to use this deck. Okay. You're starting to see, or some of you, maybe it is coming in on Tuesday. I know how this stuff is. It happens before it happens here. It happens in other parts of the world. Okay. Tuesday is that universal date, though. Time to heal and relax. Come to conclusions. That's that loving energy. All right. Tuesday is a good day to get together. It's looking like to either do a task, and that's actually supported, because that's what it was for Tuesday. Or no, was that Wednesday? I think you're getting geared up to do something, or someone's getting geared up, because you look like you're geared up. You have your cup, your teapot, or your coffee pot, but that's a teapot. So your highlight of Tuesday might be talking to, spending time with someone close, even children who you haven't connected with in a while. Okay, tell me more about the Queen of Cups. But that's that Pisces energy that's already starting to poke through, or like I said, depending on where you're at. It's also a good day if someone's been thinking about you, especially, like a younger type of energy, or somebody, Cancer season. Somebody could also be thinking about coming toward that. But it's looking like, I'm not going to lie, you could spend time with your children or siblings, but I do see, like, under here, this energy is different. This energy is somebody who wants to connect with you. So maybe it's two things going on. Maybe you'll spend time with a close friend or family member, sibling, child, okay, children, and maybe there's a person who might actually reach out Tuesday. You know how that is. it comes out in the reading. I don't want to be negative. I want to always think that our highest outcome happens, but we can only really manifest the right person for us. We can't manifest the actual person because of free will. So I notice manifestations happen quicker when they don't involve other people. They happen much quicker when it's just you. Anyways, Wednesday. Huh. Who you got in your head about you? Wednesday, it's looking like, I mean, it is a good day. The sun sextiles Saturn, all right? It's a good day to persevere. That might be someone, someone who can't keep in these thoughts about you. They keep coming out in your reading, and I feel like this person knows that they need to reach out. But this is also Eight of Pentacles sideways. If you've had some anxiety about a task, like to be honest with yourself, it might be hitting you a little harder on Wednesday. And that kind of matches up a little bit when the Mercury squares Neptune, because the Mercury, it's communication, but it's like, be honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself is like communicating honestly with yourself. And so if there's something about that, that's like that day, like, I need to go on and do this, or whatever it is. Or you might feel like you have more energy to focus on a task that day as well. But Page of Wands and the Strength card, you've got someone who's been watching and wanting to reach out. So that same person from Tuesday's energy is here in Wednesday's energy, but I don't think you're aware that this person even wants to reconnect or be in any kind of relationship with you. I really don't think so, because the Ace of Pentacles is reversed and you're fine. All right, Thursday. What's going on? The Hierophant reverse and the Five of Pentacles. All right, this is separation. This is breakup from something that's been holding you back. This could be, this is just the strongest part of this week. I just want to, this decision or whatever this is, it needs to be made. It's been weighing on your mind. It just needs to be made, and you'll feel a lot better, because that's what keeps really poking through. It just keeps kind of poking its head through here. Tell me about the Hierophant reverse. Maybe this is someone you used to live with or be in a relationship with, missing you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles reverse. It's, there's a loss of a relationship. Then somebody's, I feel like, thinking about reaching out. That's been coming out in your reading. So somebody could be thinking about reaching out because missing you. But there's a Ten of Swords with this. So this is somebody who's going to want like another chance. All right. Just so you know if that's what's happening for you. All right. What was I on? Was that Wednesday or was that Thursday? That was Thursday. All right. Friday. All right. Cancer energy, Knight of Cups. That Ace of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Pentacles upright, Page of Swords. Okay, is this like, it's like somebody finds out that someone's single and available to go out. Okay, so this could be if you're single. There's somebody who's noticing that you're single and wants to go out. But remember, this is a weekly reading. All right, so somebody could also be like, oh, you're not busy on Friday? Okay, come with me. Because it can also be a friend, like, hey, let's go out if you're not busy on Friday. So just keep in mind, it can just be something like that too. And I don't know. Honestly, if someone's asking you to go out, it depends on where it's at, because there's a decision around that. But now, if somebody is single, okay, Hierophant is in the reverse, I do see that somebody is moving toward Aquarius, okay? All right, so Saturday. Saturday, 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 Saturday. Four of Pentacles. Gonna wash them right on out of your hair, ain't you? I don't know, but whatever. Saturday's like, let go. Let it go. Let it go. The Chariot. All right. Don't tell me this is one of those things where moving on, your Chariot is right here. All right, where you could be going somewhere though too. Tell me about that Four of Pentacles for Saturday. It's in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Well, shit. Tell me about the Chariot then. Why is the Chariot here? Six of Wands. Okay. So somebody's been thinking about reaching out. Okay. Somebody's been secretly sort of watching. Well, not the big time watching. Okay, two majorly spying cards next to each other. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords reverse, Page of Pentacles reverse. All right, you got there's some activity. Okay, Saturday. And there's activity of release and it's an opportunity or release or letting go. There's a Tower with this though. You might have somebody coming toward you who stops holding back, is what I think. That's that person that comes out in your readings that is always like one step away from contacting you. But you know, that's why tarot's timeless. Anyway, Sunday, right? Sunday, last day of this reading, Sunday. Four of Cups. Somebody's thinking about you. It could be somebody who has a Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag in their chart, okay? Or this is you trying to figure this out and be honest with yourself. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Four of Cups, somebody's thinking, okay? Someone is thinking forward. So because they're thinking forward in their mind, they're not noticing what Spirit wants them to notice in the back. That's why we got to meditate. Because when we're thinking, we don't hear Spirit. We project outward. And when we're thinking, we're also manifesting. So we're also putting ripples and ripples and ripples out into the universe of every thought that we're having. Meanwhile, this card is saying, sit in silence, pay attention to Spirit, what it's trying to tell you, because literally you can't hear it while your mind is thinking and so heavily moving forward. So tell me about that Four of Cups. And it's natural for an Aquarius to forwardly think. If this is you, it's natural for you to do that because that's what we're known for. That's what we do. It's very hard. That's why I tell you who watch me who can't meditate, practice presence. Like stop, smell, use all your senses. Do it a lot throughout the day, and that will help. That helps, especially if ADHD and it's hard for you to like be still and stuff. Practicing presence, like being very present for like 5 to 10 solid seconds, like stare at your hand like that, literally, or pay attention to your breathing for like 10 solid seconds and do it like every half hour or something like that, and you'll get used to it. It's like an exercise, and it's really good when you have ADHD. All right, so this person's thinking about reaching out. So if you're not thinking about reaching out to anybody, someone is thinking about reaching out to you on Sunday. And if someone's thinking about reaching out to you, I would feel like Spirit is telling this person to, but they're probably not noticing it because they're thinking, you know, they're looking in a different direction and they're not looking where Spirit is talking to them at. Give me a card for that Hermit. All right. Yeah. So if this is a person who wants to talk to you, they're going to end up in a tower if they don't. Okay. This person is going to need to be honest with themselves, but if this person is honest with themselves and comes toward you, you're still going to have to be honest with yourself if you want it. You see what I mean? Like, you still got to be honest with yourself. So that's the biggest takeaway from this week, guys. Be honest with yourself about something very critical in your life. Anyway, guys, I love you. Have a great week. I'll see you every day still. Namaste, my friends.